Why do we often lose self-control at critical moments? Faced with the temptation of desserts, the urge to procrastinate, or the habit of scrolling through our phones late at night, have you ever felt your willpower was weak? McGonigal's The Willpower Instinct uses insights from psychology and neuroscience to reveal a transformative truth: willpower is not an innate trait but a skill that can be trained through scientific methods. This book, with global sales exceeding 1 million and translations in dozens of languages, is not only a must-read for psychology enthusiasts but also a practical guide for millions seeking to change their lives. From Silicon Valley professionals to Chinese high school students, like Li Zi from Guangzhou, who used the book's methods to stay focused and gain admission to a top university, willpower training has transformed countless lives. Today, let's dive into McGonigal's world to unlock the scientific secrets of willpower and learn how to take control of our choices and futures. Section 1. Igniting Curiosity: The Scientific Revolution of Willpower. In the 70s, Stanford psychologist Walter Mischel designed a famous experiment. A group of 4-year-olds were brought into a room with a marshmallow placed in front of them. They were told they could eat the marshmallow immediately, but waiting 15 minutes would earn them 2 marshmallows. Some children ate the marshmallow right away, while others managed to wait. This delayed gratification experiment not only revealed differences in willpower but also predicted future success. Those who waited performed better in academics, careers, and relationships as adults. This is the starting point of the willpower instinct. McGonigal uses scientific experiments and real-life stories to show that willpower can be understood, trained, and strengthened. Stanford Psychology PhD, McGonigal's course The Science of Willpower has attracted students from all walks of life. She writes in the book, "Willpower is like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it gets, but it can also become fatigued." Published in 2011, amid the fast-paced, information-saturated modern era, the book not only became a bestseller in psychology but also sparked global interest in self-control. Chinese students have used its methods to boost study efficiency, professionals have tackled high-pressure environments, and parents have even improved their parenting approaches. Why has this book swept the globe? It not only unveils the mysteries of willpower but also instills the belief that everyone can become a better version of themselves. Next, let's explore the scientific definition of willpower and its essence. Section 2. Defining willpower: Science and Essence. What is willpower? McGonigal defines it as the ability to control your attention, emotions, and desires. It is governed by the prefrontal cortex, the brain's command center for decision-making, planning, and impulse control. Neuroscience shows that the prefrontal cortex helps us choose between short-term temptations and long-term goals. For example, when facing a chocolate cake, your prefrontal cortex might remind you, "Don't eat it, you're trying to lose weight." But when you're tired or stressed, this command center can go offline, making you give in to temptation. McGonigal breaks willpower into 3 core abilities: I will, I won't, and I want. These correspond to taking action, resisting impulses, and staying focused on long-term goals, like sticking to a workout routine, avoiding late-night phone scrolling, or pursuing a career promotion. She writes, "Willpower is the bridge between the present and the future." The synergy of these 3 abilities determines our ability to control our behavior. From an evolutionary perspective, willpower was critical for human survival. Early humans needed to delay gratification, like storing food for scarcity, which shaped the prefrontal cortex's function. McGonigal cites research: individuals with strong self-control were more likely to survive and reproduce in ancestral tribes. A cross-cultural perspective confirms this, as Japan's Zen meditation traditions, which train self-control, have influenced modern mindfulness practices. Wang Jing, a Chinese Zen practitioner, used daily meditation to reduce anxiety and make calmer decisions in her startup, showcasing the modern value of this ancient wisdom. To explain how willpower works, McGonigal references Mischel's hot and cold systems theory. The brain has a hot emotional system that seeks instant gratification and a cold rational system for logical decisions. When the emotional system dominates, like stress-induced overeating, willpower fails. Experiments show that stress reduces prefrontal cortex activity, making impulses harder to resist. For instance, a 2010 study found that tired medical students struggled to resist high-calorie snacks. Willpower's physiological basis is tied to energy. McGonigal notes that willpower relies on the brain's glucose supply, much like muscles need energy to function. A study showed that low blood sugar impairs performance on decision-making tasks. Zhang Chen, a Chinese professional, often felt brain fog after intense work but regained self-control through regular meals and short breaks. Her company's healthy lunch program boosted team efficiency by 20%. This shows that willpower is not just a psychological ability but is influenced by physical states. McGonigal stresses that willpower is not fixed. Through training, we can strengthen the prefrontal cortex, much like exercising a muscle. She cites neuroplasticity research. Repeated practice can rewire brain circuits. For example, long-term meditators show increased prefrontal cortex activity and stronger self-control. These scientific insights lay the foundation for understanding willpower and pave the way for practical training strategies. Section 3. The Challenges of Willpower. Why we fail. Why do we lose control despite knowing our goals? McGonigal identifies three major physiological limits, environmental temptations, and emotional disruptions. Understanding these challenges is the first step to improving self-control. Physiological limits, limited willpower reserves. McGonigal explains that willpower is like a battery with a finite daily reserve. Psychologist Roy Baumeister's ego depletion theory shows that each act of self-control, like resisting dessert or focusing on work, drains willpower, making later tasks harder. An experiment found that after complex math tasks, participants made poorer dietary choices. Sophia Landon, a Swedish programmer, struggled with late-night takeout after intense coding sessions. By reducing unnecessary decisions, like pre-planning meals, she preserved willpower and built healthier eating habits. Environmental temptations, the external hijack. The environment is a hidden enemy of willpower. McGonigal notes that modern society bombards us with temptations. Phone notifications, social media, and fast food ads constantly trigger our emotional system. A study shows we encounter 3,000 ads daily, most promoting instant gratification. Wang Fang, a Chinese college student, found her study plans derailed by short video apps. McGonigal suggests altering the environment, like turning off notifications or limiting phone access. By keeping her phone in her bag, Wang Fang improved focus and passed her English level 4 exam. Emotional disruptions, the destructive power of stress. Stress and negative emotions are willpower's greatest threats. McGonigal writes, stress makes the brain prioritize short-term rewards over long-term goals. Experiments show stressed individuals are more likely to choose high-calorie foods or procrastinate. James Weber, an American marketing manager, relapsed into smoking during a layoff crisis. Using McGonigal's mindfulness techniques, he regained emotional control and quit smoking for good. Lin Mei, a Chinese high school teacher, struggled with classroom stress which hurt her teaching quality. Daily deep breathing exercises stabilized her emotions, improving classroom discipline by 30%. McGonigal explains that emotional disruptions activate the brain's reward system, driving us to seek instant comfort. She recommends mindfulness meditation or deep breathing to counter stress. These challenges highlight willpower's fragility but also point to solutions. Scientific methods can help us overcome physiological, environmental, and emotional obstacles to rebuild self-control. Consider the story of Hannah Schmidt, a German freelancer who fell into procrastination during the pandemic. Tempted by snacks and Netflix, she struggled to focus. Using McGonigal's advice, she separated her workspace from her relaxation area and tracked her emotional triggers, restoring productivity. Hannah's story shows that willpower failures are reversible with the right strategies. Section 4. Training Willpower, 10 Practical Strategies. The Willpower Instinct offers 10 scientifically validated strategies to boost willpower in daily life. Here, we explore each strategy with real-world examples of their impact. Know yourself, understand your willpower limits. McGonigal advises tracking moments of willpower failure to identify patterns. Emma Thompson, an American fitness coach, noticed she felt drained by p.m., derailing her workout plans. By logging her habits, she linked this to a lack of protein at lunch. Adjusting her diet boosted her willpower, increasing client satisfaction by 15%. McGonigal writes, knowing your weaknesses is the first step to strengthening self-control. 5-minute meditation boosts brain control. Research shows 5 minutes of mindfulness meditation can enhance prefrontal cortex activity. McGonigal recommends simple focus exercises like breathing awareness. Li Chenyang, a Chinese programmer, used daily 5-minute meditation to reduce distractions, boosting coding efficiency by 30%. She also led team meditation sessions, improving collaboration. Li Zi, a Shanghai high school student, used daily meditation to ease exam anxiety and gained admission to Tsinghua University. McGonigal calls meditation the gym for willpower. Slow breathing, reduce stress response. Slow breathing 4-6 breaths per minute activates the parasympathetic nervous system, reducing stress. McGonigal cites studies showing slow breathing lowers heart rate and boosts self-control. Lucas Weber, a British sales manager, used slow breathing to stay calm during client negotiations, securing major deals. Daily 10-minute practice helped him stay composed even in family disputes. Exercise, increase willpower reserves. Moderate exercise boosts brain glucose supply, enhancing willpower. Study found 150 minutes of weekly moderate exercise significantly improves self-control. Sarah King, an American marathon runner, lost 20 kilograms and quit staying up late through weekly runs. Her story inspired her running group, increasing participation by 40%. McGonigal suggests starting with simple walks and gradually increasing intensity. Adequate sleep, recharge the willpower battery. Sleep deprivation weakens prefrontal cortex function. McGonigal notes that 7-8 hours of sleep nightly significantly boosts self-control. Zhang Yu, a Chinese working mother, improved her marathon training focus with regular sleep. She also adjusted her kids' schedules, enhancing family life quality. She says, "Sleep feels like recharging my brain. Delay gratification, train I won't power." McGonigal's 10-minute rule helps resist impulses, wait 10 minutes before acting on a craving. Alyssa Morgan, an American college student, used this to curb snacking, losing 15 kilograms. She applied it to studying, raising her grades by a level. McGonigal writes, "Delayed gratification is the core of willpower. Set goals, activate I want motivation. Clear goals boost willpower." McGonigal advises breaking big goals into small steps. Anna Schmidt, a German freelancer, aimed to write a novel by setting a daily 500-word goal, finishing a draft in 6 months. Her success inspired her writing group to start their own projects. Chen Hao, a Chinese student, broke down his college entrance exam prep into daily tasks, earning a spot at Peking University. McGonigal says, "Small goals make big dreams achievable. Pre-commitment, lock in future choices. Pre-commitment, like public goals or removing temptations, boosts self-control." McGonigal notes that locking away cigarettes doubles quit rates. Wang Chen, a Chinese entrepreneur, publicly committed to a weight loss plan, losing 10 kilograms with friends' support. His company adopted a health culture, boosting employee satisfaction. Social support, leverage others' strength. Social support amplifies willpower. McGonigal cites studies showing 40% higher persistence among group exercisers. Daniel Hall, an American community leader, started a morning run group, fostering discipline and sparking local environmental efforts. Self-forgiveness, bounce back from failure. McGonigal stresses that self-criticism weakens willpower, while forgiveness fuels motivation. A study found that those who forgave themselves after diet lapses were more likely to persist. Lin Zhao, a Chinese student, regained study momentum after exam setbacks by writing positive reflections, earning a spot at her dream university. These strategies form a comprehensive willpower training system across physical, psychological, and environmental dimensions. Consider Zhao King, a marketing manager from Guangzhou, who overcame procrastination with McGonigal's help. Daily 5-minute meditation and the 10-minute rule curbed her phone addiction. Joining a workplace study group, she built efficient habits, earning a promotion and boosting team performance by 30%. Her story proves willpower training is an accessible, practical tool for daily life. Section 5, The Value of Willpower, From Individuals to Society. Willpower is not just about personal success, it drives societal progress. McGonigal argues that willpower is the foundation of health, career, and relationships. Research shows strong self-control correlates with healthier weight and lower chronic disease risk. Rebecca Davis, an American nutritionist, used willpower training to help hundreds of clients improve diets, reducing diabetes risk. One single mother client improved her health and set a positive example for her kids. In the workplace, willpower boosts efficiency and creativity. McGonigal notes that focused employees complete tasks 30% faster. Zhao King, a Chinese designer, transformed from a procrastinator to a team leader with time management strategies, helping her team develop an award-winning product that raised market share by 10%. Willpower also fosters healthier relationships by reducing emotional conflicts. John Carter, an American family therapist, used willpower techniques to improve couples' communication, cutting divorce rates by 20%. On a societal level, willpower drives collective action, like environmental efforts. McGonigal cites a Swedish volunteer group that cut plastic use by 30% through collective commitment. China's zero-waste city initiatives rely on resident self-control, like consistent waste sorting. Li Fang, a Hangzhou resident, boosted her community's recycling rate by 50% through daily tracking. These examples show how individual willpower can create waves of societal change. Willpower also has profound value in parenting. Zhu Ji, a Chinese parent, used small goals to guide her child's study habits, improving grades by 20%. Mindfulness exercises improved her communication with her child, creating a more harmonious home. These stories highlight willpower as an engine for personal growth and societal progress. However, McGonigal warns that over-relying on willpower can lead to fatigue. She suggests building systems like automated savings for financial goals. Liu Chang, a Chinese finance blogger, saved for a home down payment in 5 years through automatic transfers, inspiring 100,000 followers to adopt similar habits. Section 6. Real-world challenges: overcoming obstacles with science. Building willpower is not easy. McGonigal acknowledges obstacles like physical fatigue, environmental distractions, social pressures, and psychological setbacks. Here, we explore how to overcome them with scientific methods and real-world stories. Physical fatigue: combating willpower depletion. McGonigal explains that willpower relies on brain energy, and prolonged use causes fatigue. A study found that 4 hours of continuous decision-making cuts self-control by 50%. Isaac Byrne, a British doctor, struggled with diet control during long shifts. Using McGonigal's advice, he took 3-minute breathing breaks and carried high-protein snacks, restoring willpower. His hospital adopted these practices, improving staff health. McGonigal stresses the importance of regular rest and energy replenishment. Environmental distractions: reshaping your world. The environment heavily impacts willpower. McGonigal cites a study: snacks in plain sight increase consumption by 70%. Chen Zhao, a Chinese freelancer, was tempted by fridge snacks while working from home. By storing snacks out of reach and keeping fruit in clear containers, she curbed mindless eating. McGonigal writes, "The environment is your willpower's external brain." She suggests temptation isolation and convenience design, like placing running shoes by the door to encourage exercise. Social pressures: handling external expectations. Social expectations can erode willpower, like workplace hustle culture sacrificing health. McGonigal says refusing unreasonable demands requires strong "I won't" power. Taro Yamamoto, a Japanese IT engineer, suffered anxiety from overwork. Using pre-commitment strategies, he negotiated fixed hours with his boss and joined a meditation group, balancing work and life. McGonigal advises clear communication and support systems to counter social pressures. Psychological setbacks: rising from failure. Failure is normal in willpower training. McGonigal warns that self-criticism amplifies frustration, while forgiveness boosts motivation. Lily Harper, an Australian writer, nearly abandoned her novel after repeated setbacks. By writing 3 positive things daily, she rebuilt confidence and published a bestseller. McGonigal cites research: self-forgiveness increases persistence by 30%. She suggests adopting a growth mindset, viewing failures as learning opportunities. These obstacles are surmountable. McGonigal's stories and methods show that willpower training is a long-term journey requiring strategy, patience, and support. Consider Zhou Ran, a Shenzhen financial analyst who binged on food at night due to work stress. Using McGonigal's slow breathing and goal reminders on his fridge, he joined a weight loss group, lost 12 kilograms, and reduced anxiety over 6 months. Zhou's story proves that willpower training can triumph over challenges. Section 7. Conclusion: The Future of Willpower. The Willpower Instinct is a life-changing book that shows willpower is not a gift but a trainable skill. McGonigal's stories and scientific insights reveal that anyone can take control of their choices with small changes. Here are 3 key takeaways. Embrace imperfection. Willpower isn't flawless. Accepting and forgiving failures is key to progress, as Lily Harper showed by overcoming writing setbacks. Start small. 5-minute meditations or 10-minute walks can lead to big changes, as Zhao King proved by transforming from procrastination to efficiency. Build systems, optimize environments, and leverage social support to reduce reliance on willpower, as Liu Chang and Li Fang did with automated savings and community recycling. In the future, technologies like AI and virtual reality may enhance willpower training with tools like smart reminders or meditation apps. McGonigal writes, "Willpower is your dialogue with the future." Whether you aim to break bad habits, achieve career breakthroughs, or improve your quality of life, willpower is your ally. In an era full of temptations, mastering self-control means mastering your life. Are you ready to unlock your willpower?